And Allar, I think he turned it around after that game. And not to say he had a bad year, because he didn't, but I think that Oregon game was Drew Allar's foot in the sand of, listen, it's time for me to start making plays and being the reason we're going to win games. Allar was SMU and Boise State, but Allar was the best quarterback on the field that day.
I think NFL draft analysts are kind of hoping that Drew Allar is going to put on a bit of a show tonight, because I think the draft needs somebody like him, because if he puts together a good showing in this game and maybe the next, he is going to thrust himself into some professional football player conversations, despite already having declared going back to Penn State next year. Sometimes you have to capitalize when the iron's hot, and if the iron's hot with Penn State, there is no better time to take advantage, especially with a questionable quarterback class that's just highlighted by Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. So, and I think those are two guys, especially Shedeur, who are not going to, I guess, favor well once the character study. Like, he's just not. The character side of Shedeur has not been great.
No.
And whether he cares about the team or not. So if they need another guy to thrust himself into a quarterback needy team, it might be somebody like Drew Allar. So don't hold that back.
You got me thinking a little bit. 3 out of the 4 teams that are left, you got Will Howard, Quinn Ewers, and Drew Allar. All 3 quarterbacks have a chance to really drive their draft stock up. And I could argue Will Howard kind of has already done that, beating Oregon the way that the Buckeyes did.
He's shown himself to be draftable. Draftable's the word.
And before the playoffs started, the things Quinn Ewers were hearing from NFL scouts was go back to school. And how about what happened today with Carson Beck? Carson Beck's in the portal. Now, to bring things full circle, could something similar happen with Quinn Ewers after they get knocked out? If it's after the semifinal or the national championship game, because Arch Manning's in waiting, making about $6.5 million in NIL. So 3 quarterbacks that are left in the playoffs right now have a chance to go legend and to get that draft stock higher.
Yeah, and the strike with the iron's hot. This is not a great draft class. Take advantage. Next year is going to be a crowded room. So if you're to strike at the right moment and to take advantage when your team is playing well in these type of games, this is the opportunity to do it. Everybody's watching. There's probably 500 professional scouts here. So take advantage for somebody like Drew Allar, and for tomorrow, somebody like Will Howard and Quinn Ewers. Riley Leonard, listen, you probably need a little more, buddy.